Elsewhere tonight, Sioux City's decade-long pit bull ban is one step closer to being lifted as council passes the second reading of that ban's repeal.
But the vote did not come without controversy from both sides of this issue. KCAU-9's Rebecca Pryor brings us an inside look at today's heated and emotional meeting in our top story. Rebecca.
Last week, council passed the first reading to repeal this ban 4-1. This week, the vote passed 3-2, with council member Dan Moore changing his vote to keep the ban in place. And much like the tight vote from behind the desk, those present at the meeting were extremely divided as well.
Repeal this ban. We don't need it.
It was another boisterous, jam-packed city council meeting filled with strong opposing opinions.
This has been the craziest of all of the 8 years that I've been on council. This has sparked more disdain than anything I can think of.
Council member Rhonda Capron taking some of that backlash herself. Those for the ban saying she shouldn't have a right to vote because they believe her owning a pit bull is a conflict of interest.
That's what makes this a bad ban. To have people stand up here and spew out things that not even smart. The bottom line is I'm up here at council to make decisions.
The number of those in favor of keeping the ban were again outnumbered by the dozens of pit bull advocates filling the room. One woman whose service pit bull was grandfathered in saying she needs this breed of dog to survive.
Diabetic. I take 3 types of insulin a day. He has kept me alive because I don't know how many times he has saved my life. If it wasn't for him, what other size of a dog could help a 250 person up? A lab can't because they don't have the big bone structures.
But it's that strength of a pit bull that also has many concerned.
That's a very dangerous dog. They have the power to kill people. And I'm concerned about, children and senior citizens.
We have a proven, effective ban. Why would we give up something that's been as effective as it has been?
While the second reading passed in favor of lifting the ban, council has chosen to defer the third reading an extra week, giving them more time to make an informed decision.
It's divisive, it's emotional. Don't like to make decisions based upon a threat. I like to have them well thought out, deliberate, and have a process that follows so that we can take all the information in.
We want to do the right thing, and it wouldn't matter either way I went. It's not about the vote, it's about the people.
The third and final reading to repeal the pit bull ban is scheduled to take place on November 4th at 4 p.m. on the 5th floor of City Hall. All are welcome to attend and share their opinions. Rebecca Pryor, KCAU-9 News.
All right, thank you for that, Rebecca. And now, depending on the outcome of that vote, the city could be facing a costly lawsuit from a group called Animal Farm Foundation, or AFF. That group specializes in challenging laws they believe show breed discrimination. AFF first challenged the city's ban with a lawsuit back in 2016, but it was eventually dropped after the 3 plaintiffs moved out of Sioux City. That group says they are prepared to file another suit with 5 new plaintiffs if the ban is not lifted.
There is zero evidence that banning dogs, as a matter of fact, there's evidence against it, saying that it doesn't actually improve public safety and might even do the opposite. What we will do is wait to see how they decide as the city council. And if they repeal the ban, that's great. We'll be really pleased with that. And if they don't, then we'll move forward with our plans.
The group says this lawsuit could potentially cost the city hundreds of thousands of dollars. Councilmember Rhonda Capron says saving taxpayers money is just another reason she is for lifting that ban.